Want to learn how to do galaxy lettering like this but don't have expensive markers? Don't worry, by the end of this video you'll know exactly how to make stunning galaxy lettering using your Crayola markers, which are super affordable, and you will learn how to create a beautiful hand letter piece like this. I'm Vial and I blog about calligraphy and lettering over at vialdesigns.com. If you stay until the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can have access to my super popular fall calligraphy worksheet, where I show you step by step how you can create beautiful letters. So let's dive right in and let me show you how you can create beautiful galaxy lettering using your Crayola markers. Let's go over the materials we'll be using on this galaxy lettering tutorial, and I will add the links to everything down below. The first thing we need to focus is on paper, and I'm going to be using this watercolor paper. Another option that you have is this marker paper, or you can also use like a mixed media paper. You have to make sure that it's a paper that is thick enough to use with water. And the next thing that we're going to be using, of course, is the Crayola markers, which I'm going to be using black, purple, pink, blue, and green. And for the blending part, we're going to be using this watercolor brush. And if you don't have this one, don't worry, you can also use a regular brush, and I'm going to be using one that is small, the tip is small, and water. You can always dip it in water. And for the details, I'm going to be using this white yellow roll pen. And also, it is completely optional, but I like to always sketch everything beforehand, so I'm going to be using a pencil, and I'm going to show you this weird looking thing, but this is a sand eraser, and I'm going to show you how to use this guide to help you when you are doing watercolor lettering. The first step is to sketch and outline your lettering. So to sketch, I use a regular pencil, and I'm going to be doing this phrase, "You are out of this world." And one thing that you can see here is that I didn't connect the O and the R, and this is a tricky letter connection. If you want to see how to connect, tips to connect your lettering, make sure you comment below, because that might be one of the videos that I will be doing next. This is a kneaded eraser, and what this is going to help you is that the good thing about this eraser is that you erase most of it, but you can still see a trace. It's not that visible, but it's visible enough for you to trace. So this is a little trick that you can use when you're doing watercolor lettering, that if you still don't feel comfortable enough just to tracing your designs free-handed, I've been doing this for 4 years and I still like to sketch everything, so this is a cool trick that you can do. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to be outlining I'm only going to be outlining the word world, because that's the one we're going to be doing the galaxy lettering tutorial on. So I'm going to be using my Crayola black marker. And to do this lettering, I'm going to be doing a technique called fall calligraphy. If you don't know this technique, I'm going to be putting a link to a video right here that you can check the tutorial. I go over step by step of how you can create this type of letters, and I have a lowercase and an uppercase video, so you can go ahead and check those out. Okay, then the second step, we're going to start adding the colors. So first, I'm going to be using the purple. And then I'm going to be doing pink, then blue, then green again, and then blue again. So I'm only going to be doing this section, and then using your watercolor brush, you're going to be blending everything together. So the cool thing about these brushes is that, as you can see here, I filled it up with water. So as you start using it, it's gonna start releasing the water. I think that's super cool when you're doing watercolor lettering. But like I said, if you don't have one of these and you want to keep it simple, then just use a regular brush, just dip it in water and do the same thing. You're gonna blend all the colors together and you're gonna have something like this. Okay, now we're gonna do the next part, and again we're gonna be using purple, adding some purple, then pink, then green. As you can see, I'm not coloring like everything perfect because I want to leave some space for when I'm blending. And one thing that is super important, you don't want to do the whole letter at once and then come back with your water brush, just because you want to make sure you do it section by section, because these markers will, you know, dry and you won't be able to blend in as easy as you see here. So now that we completed the whole work, we're going to be adding the details to the letter, and this is the fun part. So I'm going to be using this Sakura jelly roll. Another tip, if whenever you're using your jelly roll and if the ink doesn't want to flow, just grab a little bit of scrap paper and just make sure you kind of like activate it, and that should help the ink to flow a little bit more. And to complete the phrase that I sketched at the beginning, I'm going to use, to keep it simple, I'm going to use the same Crayola marker, the black one, to complete the whole lettering quote. And one thing you want to make sure is that it is completely dry, and another one, you want to cover your design. And I'm going to be using this paper towel, but you can use a scrap piece of paper. And the thing is that in your hands you might be sweating or you have oils, that when you, if you don't use anything to cover your piece, you may, you know, get it dirty or, you know, mess your and I decided to go ahead and add some outlines and sort of like shadows with this gold pen. Okay, what do you think? Now that you know exactly how to make galaxy lettering using your Crayola markers, you can start creating beautiful galaxy lettering designs. And if you want a step-by-step tutorial on how to create calligraphy using a normal pen, be sure to grab my free fall calligraphy worksheet at the link below. Just enter your name and best email and I will send it directly to you. Also, I will send you a link and password to my resource library where I have tons of free calligraphy tutorials and fun printables. And check out these videos to get a step-by-step tutorial on how to create modern calligraphy using a regular pen and how to use Crayola markers to create brush calligraphy. If you like this video, hit that like button, be sure to subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Thank you for watching.